Before we start today's episode, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Country Kitchen Family Restaurant, Trinity Electric Inc., and the Prestige Inc. Tattoo Studio.
Welcome back to the Falcon Style podcast. I'm your host, Brian Hoffmeyer.
And I'm your co-host, Marcus Mitchell.
This week is about the same as always. We had an interview and a bit of a segment, little conversation.
That's usually how those goes, yeah.
Little conversation.
Yeah.
But what's different about this week is I'm doing the interview for the first time in forever.
I think it's the first time you've done an interview since 3 months, maybe?
Yeah, since we started this.
Pretty much. Since we started this new format.
Yeah. Anyway, our interviewee of this week is Mr. Caden Webb, a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine I've known since first grade. Something like that.
Something like.
So, on to Caden.
On blood.
I'm your host, Brian Hoffmeyer, with Caden Webb.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Early.
It is a little early. About 10 o'clock.
I'm pretty tired. That's how I am.
I didn't sleep last night. What grade are you in? I know what grade you're in, but for the viewer's sake.
I'm a senior.
And you're a senior, yes. We're both seniors.
Yes. Go Falcons. Go call.
How's it feel to be a senior here at Volunteer High School?
Like being a senior. You would know.
I would know. But everyone has
graduation and all the senior stress of college and graduation. Yeah.
And trying not to get held back another year.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's because you got to keep your grades up. I'm not doing too hot on that front. Anyway, do you like it here at Volunteer High School, the 4 years you've been here?
It's improved over the past 4 years.
Can you elaborate?
Well, like, with the different class presidents and such, different ones, did better things.
Yeah.
Better proms.
Yeah.
This year's prom was pretty gangster. Yeah.
Felt that. Do you have a favorite class?
Not a favorite class, but like every class that I've had Hensley for was such a W class.
Our sociology class
Was a
sophomore
W.
year.
I didn't do great grading wise, but it was a W class.
Yeah, it was a really fun class.
Economics was fun because I got to have like a little business and a one and
money. Making that
Operation Kiln,
That was a pretty cool thing to do.
Made Aussies.
Yeah. Do you have any extracurricular activities? I mean, I know you do. We share the same thing, but
yeah, I be playing band and stuff, marching
and stuff.
Da-dum. Playing that drum, loud and proud.
Well, you are part of Drumline. Is what you do.
Yeah, it's my job.
Not anymore, buddy. You're retired. Do you like do you like being in band? Being part of Drumline this past 4 years.
I did. That's why I was in it for 4 years.
I mean, well, also sometimes you don't get a choice though, unless you're quitting.
Well, yeah. It was stressful, definitely. This year's show was the hardest, definitely. It had a lot of stress and hurt your back, but good time. Good
Well,
memories.
at least you got to somewhat stretch your limbs out by marching. I had to stand there in one spot.
You didn't carry 45 pounds.
You're not wrong.
You played a marimba? A marimba?
I also had to set everything up.
You hold mallets.
I hold mallets.
That's all you held. They were like
But
lighter
I
than my
couldn't. I
mallets.
couldn't move my spine though, so I ended up standing straight, so my back would start hurting because
That's
of
understandable.
my scoliosis.
You probably should like dance or something.
I tried, but then the rest of my section looked at me like I was a little goofy goober.
Actually though, that's like what y'all was supposed to do. You gotta flow with the music.
It's visual. It's our visuals.
That's
What we're
y'all's
dancing.
visuals, cause
And
like,
we tried
the rest
that.
of the band gotta dance. We gotta
Yeah.
do a little whoops. But like y'all don't do all that.
Little swoopy swoop.
Yeah, a little lean with it.
Lean with it, gotta be clean with it. Sorry. What's your planned career path? I think I know what it is, but for the viewer's sake.
Well, I'm gonna go to college.
Oh, yeah.
2 years. Get a degree in business, and then after that, we'll kind of see where it takes us from there. I'm not sure really where I want to go with that, but somewhere, you know.
Well,
I'm
everyone.
moving up in PALs. Maybe I'll be an operator. Who knows? You know.
Well, everyone goes somewhere in life. I mean, that's just how it works. You said what college you going to? You said Northeast State, right? Last time I texted you.
Northeast State Community College. Right. That's what that is, right?
It's. I think I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's community college.
I
I got accepted to Tennessee Tech, but that's far away.
It's only an hour drive. It's only what?
It's 3 hours.
3 hours?
It's in Middle Tennessee.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was Johnson City.
No, that's ETSU.
Huh.
More you know. Yeah, it's like 3
Imagine.
hours away, and I'd have to like live with somebody I don't know, and that'd be weird.
Well, you got to make friends eventually.
No.
Well, we've been dragging this on a little longer than normal. Before we end this segment off, as always, what's the vibe of the week, Mr. Caden Webb?
The song I'm gonna have to choose for this, after some great examination of many great songs by many great artists, is 9 Ball by Zach Bryan.
That's a good one. I've heard that one. It's on my playlist, but I've heard it. I've heard it on the
Yeah,
radio many times.
It's a W.
It's a really good song, actually. And I don't like that kind of music much, so that's
No, you
saying
don't.
something.
I don't know
Anyway.
what kind of genre it is. I think it's like folk country or something like that. I don't know. Something
Well,
like that.
Anyway, thank you for coming onto the podcast for a little goofy 8 minutes. We drove this
Okay.
on a little long. It's going to be cut out, don't worry. But thank you for taking that time out of your day to have this little interview.
Yeah.
Back to Marcus. And me. And we're back.
Yes. Very interesting interview.
Yeah, prolonged it. My fault. But it's going to be edited down. It's been a while since I've done an interview. It's been a real
It's
long
been
while.
like a month, if that.
A long while. It's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
What you got for us today, Brian?
we did a little survey. I'm sure you're aware. Obviously, you did it too.
Oh, you're talking to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
We did a little survey around the school. We asked a bunch of different people, how many hours do they play the video? If they play video games, how many hours do they play on an average?
Specifically console, not mobile, because everyone's would be ranked way higher.
Yeah, it was like PlayStation, Xbox, and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, I have technically 4 numbers, but
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not including myself, which we
well,
will
I
get
have
to later.
I have 4 numbers including myself, so I'm not gonna include it until later.
So I'm thinking we just list off how many hours we have, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go ahead and start.
Yeah, you go ahead and start.
So 4 people said they spend 3 hours per day. 2 people said 2. 3 of them said 5. 1 said 0. He doesn't play games, I guess. And 1 of them said 8.
I have someone the people I asked, one said 11. Another one said 5, so that's 4 5s, and another 8, so that's 2 8s.
Yeah.
And then we have mine, but
We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that in a minute.
So I just want to start off by saying, I know this isn't my segment, but I'm taking control here. I'm grabbing the reins.
We're saying that.
4 under is healthy for a school life.
Yeah, 'cause school life balance with homework, and if
Yeah.
you're old enough, do you have a job?
I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but that's probably what you should aim for.
Yeah,
probably
we're
the
not
healthiest.
trying to dog on anyone. We're just saying it's better.
Actually,
It's
when we
it's
get
healthy.
to our hours, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, we have no room to talk. So
Not at all. We're not preaching here. We're just like stating facts.
we're just like we've done our research. We're just
Yeah.
we're just being cautious here. Anyway, we continue with what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, so we've decided that, but through research, we've decided that about 4 and under is probably really healthy if you have homework and you're a full student. And then anything over that, going from 5 to probably around 8 to 9, is kind of unhealthy, but can be saved. And everything above that, you're probably not sleeping. You're not getting a good night's sleep.
Like we said, we're not dogging on anyone. We're not trying to be mean or anything. And we're not saying that a lot of people, if you play this many hours, you don't need to stop and get this much sleep. It'd probably benefit you, but me speaking from personal experience, I'm someone who has way too many hours
Yeah,
going off the scale.
Just for reference, he is the highest on the list.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a good hobby to have. Statistically wise, if you play four less hours, that's pretty average, pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Say, I don't know, 5 to 10 maybe. You don't.
It's a little unhealthy.
You don't have much. You don't have anything. You either don't have much going on, or you choose not to have much going on. So that's what you do. So I mean, that's good for you, man. Good for you, man. That's on you. And if you're like 11 or above, you need to.
That's like eating cake for breakfast. With that being said, I have 10 hours every day. Mine's explainable. It's not like that because I'm just constantly grinding. But Brian, what's your hours, bud?
I average 12 to 13 hours a day.
And that's just not on YouTube, is it?
That's in game.
Yeah, it's in game. Wow. I have no room to judge, as we've said, but still.
Well,
what I'm usually doing is I'm on YouTube and like I said, we're not counting mobile hours because if we were on mobile, then I'd still probably be above 10 hours, just from like Pokemon Emerald, surely.
Illegal emulation. I'm not even joking though.
Yeah.
Nintendo put out a forum saying any emulation of their properties is now considered illegal in Japan.
Yeah, that's pirating.
So, the reason why I have so many hours, I'm a trophy hunter.
You're lonely. No.
That too. I don't do anything at home. That's all I do. It's not just like, oh, I don't have a lot of friends, or I don't have any specific reason. It's just sometimes it's better for me to just stay home and stay to myself doing that.
It do be like that. It's good to rest up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you resting, but yeah.
Not
I'd call
me.
it sweating is what I'd call it.
No, I mean, I do have over 300 hours in Call of Duty on just Modern Warfare 3. But,
you can't see this, but me and the guy next to me are intensely glaring at the kid in front of me, which, by the way, is Brian.
I'm not a kid, though. I'm 18.
300 hours in Call of Duty, you're a child. You are.
I have almost 400 in Elden Ring. I have 325 in Final Fantasy 14. And I have 71 in the Uncharted series because I've been working on platinum for it.
I have one thing to ask. Are you bragging?
Actually,
you
no.
bragging?
Call of Duty, I have 292 hours. My bad. Need for Speed Rivals, I have 61 hours.
Yikes. I think the most hours I have in a game.
I have over 1,000 in Minecraft. I'm not even joking with that one. Like
Probably Rainbow Six Siege.
I only have about 90 hours in that one.
Well, in Rainbow Six Siege, basically, I didn't even play real games in that. I just played creative a lot.
Oh, you
and
mean
then
like
I got
you mean like
ranked.
custom?
Yeah, customs. And then I started playing ranked a lot, and then I got mad because all my
Well,
friends were way better than me, and I sucked at
yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Makes sense.
I haven't played it in a minute though. Actually, no one has.
I had to delete mine because the Call of Duty's updates require. This is so
I
stupid.
would still rather. I don't know.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. Call of Duty has been doing this thing where where every time it updates, it requires about the same amount of space it takes to download it. But then the update itself is only a fraction of that space. So I end up deleting all these games just to re-download them later. So anyway, yeah, that's where most of my hours come from. It's just... Well, I also just sit idle in a lot of games, like Elden Ring and Call of Duty. I'm either just sitting in the menu or just standing there. Like in
Yeah,
Elden
I
Ring,
feel
I'm just
that.
standing there staring at the map or something, just thinking, or just doing something else.
Yeah, I'll sit and watch a YouTube video on how to find something or do a certain task. I still don't even know how to do the Sun Mask quest line.
Sometimes I just stop playing the game and just leave it on while I go through TikTok or something.
Yeah, that too.
Like I just feel like I'm gonna stop. I just never turn it off. So much. Some of my hours are just me just sitting there.
But we gotta remember to keep the hours kind of low, so that way we
Hey,
can
I'm
live a healthy-
graduating. I ain't got nothing going for me after this week.
All right, brother.
I got plenty of time on my hands.
All right, but
Anyway, well, this episode's getting kind of long. Of course, after we edit it, it's gonna be shorter. But you know.
yes.
Anyway. Yes.
What you laughing at, brother?
The prominence in that yes.
Yes.
The emphasis behind it. That was a powerful yes. This has been the Falcon Style podcast. I'm your host, Brian Hoffmar.
I'm your co-host, Marcus Mitchell.
Signing off.
Got a hold of a post-it I was gifted from him. My father is a betting